The reason why the Freedom Riders has been such a large movement is because we managed to draw people together. The way we did that, there were 5 of us spent a whole week just leafleting the bus station and the train station in Barnsley to organise a meeting to protest against the cuts that were taking place in our travel pass concessions. And the result of that was we had a meeting of 300 people in the library. The caretaker had to start turning people away on health and safety grounds. And that large number of people coming together, and I have to say most of them are people that wouldn't dream of coming to a meeting like this. Some of them are people with an NUM background, some of them women against pit closures, but a lot of them are people that have never been involved in anything they describe as politics or protest in their life before. They just suddenly felt that something was unjust. They came together with lots of other people and they felt they could do something. And so we took on Northern Rail and the British Transport Police, and people felt, because we were discussing every week about how we carried on the campaign, there was a real democracy, people felt they were involved in it, because I think this is very important as well, that whatever movement takes place, everyone that's in it must feel that they have their ideas listened to, they contribute to things, and that gives you even greater power. And so when we had the incident in June last year, when myself and my colleague were arrested quite brutally by the British Transport Police, I think Northern Rail felt that that was going to be an end of it. We're talking about people in their 60s, 70s and 80s seeing sort of a really nasty punch-up on Sheffield Station. And it didn't make people disillusioned, because we built up that idea of people coming together, discussing things each week. It actually put some backbone into people even more, and they said, no, we're not going to go away. So I think that theme of confidence is really important. I think the other thing we have to say is that we need to look forward. You know, in all of our minds is May the 7th, and there's obviously going to be some sort of political change there. But actually, I don't think that political change is going to be that significant. I don't think that whichever government comes in on May the 7th is suddenly going to turn around to pensioners in South Yorkshire and say, you can have all the money you're asking for your travel arrangements to come back. And I think the fight will carry on. And what we've got to do is to say to people in trade unions, many of whose leaderships in those trade unions have said, wait for the election, let's see if Labour get in and make things better. Well, it didn't make things an awful lot better in 1997, did it? And I think the way we're leading into the election in May, we don't have much to hope from any government that comes in. We need to be prepared to go out, whatever the government is, fight back and say, no, we're not going to see people suffer more from austerity.